go to the COVID information plan.
Okay, so tonight the Board of Education will see two plans. Dr. Freitas and Ms. Lindquist chaired the, Ms. Lindquist was the primary chair of the Learning Subcommittee, so if you would want to come up, please, and provide information on the two learning plans. Dr. Freitas, you wanted to introduce the two plans?
I did. I prepared a brief speech for the moment. Good evening, board members. Good evening, parents and students, everybody joining us virtually this evening. Guys, before we review the details of the fully remote learning options, I would like to address a couple of the concerns that parents and Board of Education members had about the emergency e-learning plan during this past fourth quarter that was not meant to be implemented for 9 weeks as a remote learning model. Some of the concerns were that there was not a set schedule for classes, that students did not get daily virtual interactions with their teachers, and that there was not enough work provided. The teachers were blamed for that, and that's not fair to put it all on them. Let's remember, guys, that we were in a state of emergency in COVID-19. People's lives were affected in many ways. There were students' parents that lost their jobs, teacher spouses that lost their jobs. All of a sudden, we had financial insecurity, which added stress to our lives. People were scared for their health. Some of our families got sick. Businesses closed. Guys, COVID-19 has turned our world upside down, and we're still trying to figure this out. Guys, I have a heavy heart tonight because this has been probably one of the toughest moments of my career as an educator, as an administrator. Guys, we don't know what kind of home environment our students had and the challenges their teachers faced. And on top of that, the guidelines from the state were changing daily. Guys, we were fighting for toilet paper in stores. Guys, understanding that state of emergency, I gave the directive to teachers to be compassionate to students and not assign more than 20 to 30 minutes of work per class. I did not require daily Zoom classes or provided a set schedule. I told the teachers to be flexible in grading following state guidelines. So I take full responsibility as the principal of RB for what happened fourth quarter. Guys, with that being said, I want to highlight some of the excellent staff members that we have at this school. There's a reason why RB has had the reputation of being a top performing school, and it's the educators that come in and day out and do their best job. One of our teachers, Miss Christy Hughes, chemistry teacher, personally wrote words of encouragement on student sidewalks. Another one of our teachers, Miss Sandy Chaika, AP Computer Science teacher, hosted virtual classes from the hospital. And Mr. Dan Bonarigo, an AP Computer Science teacher and calculus teacher, was selected to be a founding virtual instructor to deliver exemplary AP Computer Science lessons by the College Board. We have teachers in RB that are recognized nationally for their excellent work ethic. We also had the music department create an amazing Apollo Award ceremony where they celebrated your kids, your sons, your daughters. Catch it on YouTube if you haven't. Guys, these were great examples of how our teachers engage and recognize their students during this global pandemic. I can go on and on about our teachers. I can talk for hours about them. Guys, but in order to move forward, we need to recognize the good and the bad, and we need to bring healing. Because if RB is to be an exemplary school, which I know we are, guys, we need to come together. So we're making adjustments to the fully remote options that will be presented tonight after surveying all the parents, students, and Board of Education members. We are mandating virtual classes daily. We've co-created a schedule. We've added more hours to live instruction, and the homework provided will be aligned to class expectations set by the teachers. Guys, and I know many of you guys wanted the hybrid. I know many of you guys wanted in-person learning, and it hurts that we're going the other way. But guys, the goal still remains in-person learning. That is the goal of the board, and I've heard many parents say that. But right now, is not the moment. Right now is the moment to pursue a fully remote option. Guys, at our last board meeting, something that really impacted me greatly was hearing students talk about suicide and isolation. Guys, I'm not sleeping well myself. So my number one goal this year is to make sure that every single student feels connected to RB, that connection we had before COVID-19 arrived. So how are we going to achieve that? We've embedded student support and virtual office hours in both plans. We have hotspots available for students that don't have internet access. And we will be increasing wellness checks. So if you see me or my counselors or my staff knocking on your door, checking on your kids, okay? Guys, we care. We'll be doing that. I'm committed to that. We promise that. We will also be having many extracurricular activities go online because we know it means a lot to your kids. We're going to make sure that the students are connected. So as you hear the details of our fully remote learning plans, remember this. This will not be the fourth quarter. We've learned, we've reflected, we've improved. We hear you guys. We have clear expectations, and we've made adjustments. I'm really excited about this school year because I know we can be pioneers in remote learning. And before I conclude, parents, I heard you, I got some feedback. I'll be having a virtual option for those that want to attend, talking with Dr. Freitas tomorrow evening at 7 p.m. Please see our website or the e-blast that I sent to you all. We will go over the final remote learning option approved by the Board of Education. Guys, anybody that's been here at RB, students, parents, teachers, the board, my mentor, the superintendent, knows that, guys, this is such a challenging time. We haven't dealt with a global pandemic, and we're being challenged daily. Parents that want it in person, I hope you guys understand, okay? I hope you guys at least support remote learning at the moment. We're committed to doing what we can to bring everybody back. And that concludes my speech. I love the job I do. I love it every day here. I just hope that we all work together to heal, because we need the healing.
Thank you, Dr. Freitas. Why don't you start and jump into the learning plans?
This evening, we're going to be introducing two options of fully remote learning. One option mimics the traditional 7-period day, and the other option mimics a block remote with threaded support. As to go into the details of our plans, I would like to introduce our Assistant Principal Curriculum and Instruction, Ms. Kylie Lindquist, who, just like many of our teachers, has performed magnificently in moving our teacher and learning forward, and I'm so proud to work with her every day. Ms. Lindquist.